Hello, everybody. Welcome to Adam and Steve, not
Adam and Eve,
the podcast where we take the bite. I hope you listeners are doing great today. And you too, Adam. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. How are you?
I'm fabulous on this Sunday. That's I don't know,
gloomy as fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of gloomy. Yeah. It's not that sunny, but hopefully we'll have some sun soon.
Yeah.
I don't know. How are you? There's not much going on.
There really isn't.
That.
It's all the same shit. That I wish I had a better update.
We are so exciting.
just work and this.
I know we are so exciting, but thanks for tuning in. Oh, well.
Introduce our guest today.
Yeah, we have a special guest with us. Our friend, which I've known for a really long time, Izzy Garcia. Why don't you introduce yourself and tell the people few things about you?
Well, hello, everybody. This is me.
I am Izzy.
I'm Izzy Garcia, well known as Israel Garcia. That's my real name.
Yeah.
But here in West Hollywood, I'm Izzy.
I'm Izzy. Well, we knew that.
Thank you guys so much for having me here today. I can't wait to have the next 2 hours.
2 hours.
Or whatever.
However long
the
it
end
is.
of this show is.
I know, but we'll see.
And we will have a lot of fun.
Yeah, we are. Izzy has his barbershop called Izzys Barbershop on Santa Monica Boulevard. So we're going to which is a staple in West Hollywood. Mm-hmm. And
we'll talk a little bit.
We're going to talk a little bit about that in a while.
Yeah, we will. Thank you.
We're going to dive into that. But let's get into some, I don't know, what's going on currently with you guys. Like, what's happening? Anything new?
I mean, I know we all just talked about us getting vaccinated.
I know.
Yes, I just did that actually
Yeah.
last Tuesday. And so I can tell you one thing. I was so sore for like 2 days.
But that was your first one.
That was my first shot, correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Adam had his first,
Yeah.
like we said last time. I just had my second one on Monday. And of course, we're all grateful that we were able to get it. And hopefully everybody else can too. But it's really weird because when I went to go get mine at the clinic, everybody was kind of like, okay, just be prepared, be ready, because, you're going to be out for like a day or two. It's going to you're going to be sore. My one friend told me that his body was so sore, he said he felt like he got hit by a bus. And
I mean, my arm was very sore for probably 4 or 5 days. Like it wore off like by the 4th or 5th day.
My
I
first
still
one,
felt
yes.
sore,
Wow.
not as bad as the first 2 days.
Mine was
but-
just only sore for I would say exactly 24 hours.
Yeah.
And then, but I also got like Steve, we were talking about earlier, that I got this pain on my hips
Right.
and all my joints. Like
Yeah,
I woke
I
up
was
the next
sore.
morning and I'm like, what is this pain coming from?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, oh, I got vaccinated. That's
it felt like you had a really heavy workant and you were sore the next day.
Yes, it's just like when you stop going to the gym and all of
Yeah.
a sudden, you
try to
go
be
back.
cute and go
you're
back.
Like, you can't even get out of bed.
That was funny because, my first one was like that. Like, I had a little bit of pain. I was tired, and I had a migraine or a headache. I don't know. I don't call it migraine. But my second one, I was really scared because everybody said that that's worse. And, people were like, just be ready. On the way home, I walked to CVS and I got some Tylenol because I was like, let me be prepared. And then nothing happened. I didn't have any
feel
side
like-
effects
I
from
feel
the
like
second
if
one.
you've had, because we had COVID, I just feel like, I don't know, we already have antibodies.
I thought exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
That because we already had it, our body's already ready.
Yeah.
Prepare.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be curious when you guys get your second one, if you don't have any symptoms like I didn't, because I
feel
was
like you and
fine.
I are very similar with when we had COVID
Right.
and the first shot. And so I feel like I'm hoping that the second one's the same for me.
Yeah.
I hope so, because I heard that a lot of people, the second shot is the worst.
Yeah, that's what
especially with
I
the
was scared.
Pfizer one.
Yeah,
that's the one I got.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
We're the Pfizer ones.
Right. We're the Pfizer group.
The Pfizer queens.
Pfizer queen. Thank you, Pfizer.
That's so funny. Yeah, well, I will find out when you guys get yours.
Yes.
But we're just hoping they start rolling it out because
Yes, I think that everybody should get the vaccine as soon as possible, as soon as you are able to get it. I hardly encourage everybody to go get it. So we collectively, as humanity, we can move forward.
We can move forward.
And put this in the back of the closet.
Yeah.
Back in the closet.
I mean, it feels like we've been in the closet for this whole
Doesn't
time.
it?
I
So,
know, right?
And I'm getting used to it. It's like
I know. I've become like a homebody, and I don't like it.
Like
Oh
last-
no, I would never be that homebody. No.
No, but like
I
even
can't wait to
like-
get out of this.
Yeah, but even like last night, like Adam was like, "We're gonna go to the Abbey and have like a drink." Where, of course, you can only just sit at a table. But I was on my couch watching some TV, and I was like, I could not be moved. I was like,
And honestly, it's such a task right now because you
Yes.
can't just freely walk around in a bar. So
Yeah.
the lines to get in, everybody wants to do something. It's been a year. People are done waiting around.
It's a complete different experience.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
whole thing.
It is.
I mean, I
we
used to
have
be-
to adjust to that as well. It's
Yeah, we
like,
do.
how do I have fun now?
yeah. So I guess moral of all of our cackling is to go ahead and
the
get
vaccine.
the vaccination.
If you
The
can.
vaccination. Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
And
We
when-
should
when
all
it's
get it.
available.
Yeah.
Let's all get the vaccine and move on.
Yeah. Other than vaccine stuff, I haven't been keeping abreast of what's been going on in politics right now because I just took a break, so I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I don't really either. I mean, I know some people are saying some bad things here or there about
Yeah.
Biden. I saw that at some point.
I haven't been.
I feel like people are very interested in the minimum wage going to
Yes.
$15.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
And
yes.
because it hasn't passed through, everybody's upset.
I don't
and
even know what actual minimum wage is. So
I think it's by state. Every state is different. And well, I
they were
actually
trying to-
have my thoughts about it because I don't know if they want to do the $15 minimum wage nationwide. And sometimes I think it's unfair for some people who live in the city, which we spend
Yeah.
a lot more money.
Cost
That's
of
true.
living's
Cost of
more.
living's
I mean,
and
my
then living
salary is
somewhere
higher.
in another
Yeah.
state,
Yeah.
which you can
right. No, that's
buy
true.
a house for $50,000.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
because it's like
Yeah, that's true.
fair.
If I were to take the job I have now in
Somewhere else.
that wasn't in LA, like maybe it was back home in like a suburb, like
You'd be
I
living
would,
it up.
like my
What would
salary
be-
would be
what would-
less.
yeah, exactly.
You know,
Right, yeah.
it's always
If
based on
it's
cost
usually
of living.
adjusted. Yeah, the cost of living.
Yeah. So that's what I've been watching on the news. That a lot of people are very upset because it hasn't passed that.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know. I know. There's been a lot of chatter
Yeah.
about that. Normally, I kind of get up and turn my TV on in the morning and try to like kind of get my dosage of news, but I really have not. I haven't been doing it. I've just been watching junk TV. So, and then after work, I've been watching more junk TV. So I've just been like.
So what are you currently watching?
I just finished Elite on Netflix, and weirdly, that show was on my playlist for years. And I don't know why I clicked to watch the other day, and it is the most addicting show that I've seen. Like,
What is it that's so addicting?
Well, it's like these kids in Spain are like in this prep school, and they're really. I mean, like, okay, first of all, these people who probably play the kids are too old to be kids anyway. It's like
So they're like in their 30s, but they're like playing
Right.
17-year-old
like
roles.
normal and like normal in Hollywood, and but like everybody's like somebody gets killed and they're trying to figure it out every season, like one of the students or something. But it's like everybody's sleeping with everybody's doing drugs, sex, like partying.
I can be addicted to that.
It is so. What's the sad part though? Is like when they do these party scenes because they're always partying. It makes me so sad because I miss going out.
Yeah, I know it's hard when
definitely.
you watch that stuff. You're like, oh man.
And one
I
episode-
remember
those
I
days?
failed.
Yeah.
I was the one over there doing all of
How
that.
stupid
All
I
the
was
things.
being.
All the things.
All the things.
And one episode, they were partying. They played that song, "I'm Losing It," and I was like, "Oh, my god!"
You got up and started dancing
Right?
in the living room.
Played my foghorn. I was like,
Get you find out and
right.
crack it.
I was cracking the fan.
I'm losing it.
I was just like, this makes me so sad right now.
I know.
But I finished that like last night, so now I've got to move on. And I don't know what I'm moving on to, but I'm sure I'll find
You'll
something.
find something. You always have a new show.
I know.
Well,
What are
me,
you- yeah,
I've
what are
been
you
watching Queen of the South, and I'm almost done with the whole
Maybe I'll
season.
do that one next.
Yeah, get into it. It's very cool. I like the fact that she's a dealer from the streets, and now she becomes like the biggest
She
drug
becomes the
cartel.
queen of the South.
Yeah, the queen of the South cartel, and she manages to like make it through it. And
That life
what's it
never
on?
ends well.
it's on Netflix. Yeah, so check it out.
But that life never ends well.
It never ends well.
And
yeah,
then
it's
I
true.
get stressed, like
Yes.
when I'm watching those kinds of shows, because
Yeah.
I'm like, I know something's going to happen to
And
you.
it happens.
You know,
Because you know it's going to happen.
You know it's going to happen. I'm like, I know you're going to be like walking down the street and they're just going to shoot you or something. You know, like something's going to happen to you. So
Yeah. So that's my show. But what about you, Adam? What are you watching?
I haven't really been watching too much TV lately. I just been
did
kind
you
of busy.
finish It's a Sin?
But no, I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, I thought you started it.
But
Okay.
I have occasionally been rewatching Dexter on
love
HBO
that show.
because
Dexter.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
such a classic.
I know
So good.
my
Such a
roommate
classic.
George hasn't seen it, so I was like, oh my god, you should totally watch it. Like,
And
I
you
loved
are
it when it was
watching it
on.
again.
Yeah, and
That's
like
cool.
I mean, just when I have like some downtime, I'm like, okay, I'll watch this for a little
Yeah.
bit. But I haven't like dove into a new show besides the. I May Destroy You. But
Oh, yeah,
that was
which was
that
really
was
good.
that was a
HBO
couple
Max.
weeks ago, a few weeks ago. Yeah,
Yeah.
you should watch that, Izzy. By the way,
Which one?
I May Destroy You.
I May
on
Destroy You.
HBO Max.
Ooh, okay.
It's really good.
Yeah,
get into
I
it.
did. Oh, one thing that I did do is yesterday I started a new tattoo. It hurt really bad.
she got a couple lines and ran out.
I got some random lines on my thigh.
Oh my God.
Okay,
She
but
started
those
screaming like Miss Juicy and ran out.
It's like, you motherfucker. Oh, it hurt. Which is really weird because I have other tattoos, and this one.
Well,
really
yeah, I can see
hurt
you have
a
like
lot. I have a lot.
almost a sleeve and
Yeah.
like things in your back everywhere.
But it just this one for whatever. I think it's because it was
the
on my
The
thigh.
thigh and like the back part of that is a very
the inside
sensitive
part, I would
area.
think, right? The inside is like very
yeah.
soft
Inside,
skin.
Yeah, anything
But-
that's like doesn't have like.
Yeah, that
don't know.
thicker layer of skin. I
Do
don't
you
know
have
what it
any
is.
tattoos, Adam?
Yeah, I have
He has a
like
few.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
but they're all like kind of hidden.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah.
Unless you're naked. you
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
them.
When I'm naked, you can see them.
Yeah. Some people can tell you about them.
I'm gonna have to ask the people in West Hollywood.
What do you mean?
Oh well, you know what I mean. They probably have seen them all.
I mean, the one like closer to my hip, that one hurt the most. It was just, it is a sensitive area. It's like where you would be ticklish,
Yeah.
but you're getting
Oh.
a tattoo there. So it's
Because
like,
that's thin skin
yeah,
too. But
yeah.
Mine
that thigh thing
was
hurt.
this part right here by the neck. You know, I have my wings,
yeah.
but this one, I almost started crying, but I didn't want to stop.
Yeah.
Well, it's like kind of
That's a
once you
sensitive
kind of start
area.
doing it, you got to just stick
just-
with it.
yeah.
And so, like now, I have to go back in 2 weeks to like kind of do.
Are you
more.
thinking about it going back right now?
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna go because like when I start something, I have to finish it. So that's just like my mindset. So it's like I gotta go and make
Finish it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I gotta finish it. It was my idea to do it. So you know me, my idea
Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Imagine someone that at the end of the tattoo is like, you know what? I'm not going back. I'm just gonna leave it like that.
I bet you people do that because some people can't deal with the pain.
Right.
Because it's like a hot knife cutting through your skin.
It really is. Yeah.
It's not cute.
You gotta be prepared for sure.
You really do, like mentally more than
psychologically
anything.
and physically.
But
Tolerate.
anyways,
Yeah.
now that we've talked about, whatever, let's get into
the topic.
it.
Let's
So
get into it.
we have Izzy here because Izzy's barbershop is in West Hollywood staple. A lot of people go. Adam goes to Izzy's barbershop, and
Yeah, Adam has been coming for the last 5 years to the barbershop.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I didn't even know. I'm like, really? I mean, I used to live right next to it. So it was, I could walk like literally within 2 minutes. I was
Yeah,
there.
because
And-
I opened the barbershop in 2016.
yeah. Why don't you
So
actually
it is,
like, tell us like your journey a little bit, just like where you're from, like
Of
when you
course.
moved here and like,
Well, I'm originally from Mexico City, born and raised. I moved here when I was 24 years old. So in 2000, so that's what?
well, you don't have to do the
21
math.
years.
I know. I'm just throwing some numbers. You do the math. I throw the numbers. You do the math.
well, it's okay. We lost last year. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
You gained a year.
-1. Yeah.
-1.
Yeah.
So, Mexico City, born and raised, and I've been doing hair for the last 15 years. I did hair in Beverly Hills for about 7 years. And then I decided to open my first salon, which was in West Hollywood as well, near Doheny in Santa Monica. I had that location for 5 years, and then I decided to go into the barbering business, which is, hair, but it's a different branch.
Yeah.
And so I decided to team up with another barber. Her name was Julie back then. And so together we opened it up, and it's been there for the last 5 years. And that's how I met Adam, right?
Well, we may have met through a friend.
Probably me.
You or Z.
Yes, actually, you.
I've known you forever.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've known you for the last 20 years. Remember at
Because I moved here around the same time you did.
because we met at 24 Hour Fitness.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yep.
And so, so I've been having the barbershop for like 5 years now. And I just signed another lease for another 5 years. So
nice.
you'll be seeing me
That's awesome.
there for the next 5 years and be cutting everybody's hair.
Go ahead, Adam.
Sorry.
No,
I
go
was just
ahead.
kind of curious. and you can talk about this as much as you want or as comfortable you are or whatever with it, but like how COVID was during this, how it affected your business, and did you get scared at one point, I guess?
Well, it was a little bit scary, the unknown part of how long this is going to last. That was my main concern, because I had, my savings, and I had paid the rent for a few months in advance, and so I was like covered for a few months, let's say 4 months. But then after that, when this continued going on and on and on, I was just like, so what is going to happen? And then my lease was about to expire in February, which is last month. And so my landlord sent me a letter asking, are you going to renew? So I didn't know if I should or should not. I was scared to sign another 5-year lease when I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen in the world. So I just texted him back and I said, listen, at the moment, I don't know what I'm going to do, but please hit me back in like 2 months and I have an answer for you. And luckily, I was able to get a loan from the government. And so
good.
Oh, that's awesome.
With that, after spoke to my landlord, I told him that I will pay whatever I owe in rent. And so he said, as long as you do that and we have an agreement, you have a year to pay it. And so...
Oh, that's good.
So we are in really good terms, and then I got the loan, so I have enough money to pay the rent for a year. And I'm like, okay, so now I can breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
But it was really, it was scary though, to be honest.
You're one of the few people that were able to do that. A lot of businesses have folded.
And as you can see on the strip on Santa Monica, exactly in the corner that I'm at, Fairfax and Santa Monica, there is at least 4 businesses that shut down, and they're not coming back.
That's really sad.
It's so sad. And like,
It's just me, the Starbucks, and the little salon in front of me. Only the 3 of us survived.
And that's like that location. That's
And that location was like, popping.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 7 businesses on that little corner, and so they're all gone. So it's really sad, to see that.
I'm happy
general.
you were able to get through it. And
Yeah, well, thank you. Yes, I'm very happy
and
to
still have a place to get my haircut.
to stay. To still be there. And of course, whoever's listening right now, you guys can come and check out the barbershop, Izzys Barbershop, on Santa Monica Boulevard, 7910 Santa Monica Boulevard.
Yeah. Definitely
corner
go
of
there.
Really,
Fairfax.
really cute spot. Good people.
Yeah, Adam
I like
can
the
tell
atmosphere. Izzy doesn't cut my hair, but
I know.
It's because
But
I got
Raimi-
stuck with Raimi from
Raimi's
the
an
get-go
amazing
before I even
barber.
went to Izzy. But yeah, she is great, and she fits right in with the dynamic at your place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I love Raimi, and she's actually not just a barber to me. She's a friend, and I consider her like almost family, no? Because she's gone through a lot. She had her baby, and we kind of like
During
shared
COVID.
that. Yes, during COVID. So we kind of shared that stress of not knowing what's going to happen.
Yeah.
We made it through, and I have a very special love for her.
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that you
Yeah,
coming
I
to
love
the
her.
barbershop.
Yeah, and
Thank
she's
you.
funny as hell.
Oh, yeah, I love her. Yeah. We're loud. Sometimes we're very
Well,
loud at
that's-
that barbershop.
Listen.
You have to come, Steve.
I will come, even though, like, y'all don't have much. Even though I don't have any hair, but y'all, you can shade me up
I
and
can
some
shave
things like
yeah,
that.
you can get
So-
cute. You can come and have a drink.
You know, I'll do that.
Exactly. We
Because
have-
what I love about barbershops in general is that it's traditionally like a place of gathering. People go, you get your information, you get the latest gossip.
Yes.
I know when I was a kid going to barbershops, especially in like the black barbershops that I went to, like, everybody's catching up. You hear all, and so.
You're spilling the tea everywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, especially with us, because that's where you find out like what parties are going on, what like events, like charity events. Like you just find out a lot
Anything,
of things that you
Yeah,
didn't
because there's so
know.
many people coming in and out with different stories, different things to talk about. So you can kind of like hear what's happening in the community.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or that weekend in particular, whatever.
Yeah, like I love that, and I think it's really important, especially in like a community like West Hollywood, because it is a community, and for a lot of people, it's a walkable community and stuff like that. So it's kind of close, and and
Definitely.
so I
And
do
here
like
at the
that.
barbershop, like most of our clientele are gay, so like 80% is gay. So we know everybody.
Everyone knows
Everyone knows
Yeah.
everyone, and the
West
parties.
Hollywood's not that big.
It's not that big.
No, I know. I know some of your barbers and things.
Whatever that might be.
I'm just saying. I know some of your.
It's funny though, because like when I lived right next to your barbershop, I went in there. This is when I guess when you say that gays are going through it and they get their hair bleached. That's I did that.
Yes. I'm like, you must be going through something.
I really wasn't though. I just wanted to try and see what it looked like.
You're like, girl, what's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? So you need to talk to someone. I'm here. Come on, let's talk. Spill the tea.
Because that's when you had Josh working there, and he would like dye hair. Raimi did mine at one point too, but Josh actually like bleached it.
Yeah.
And that
so
was.
Were you really going through something?
I don't think I was, but I could have been. But I mean, I was there. I mean, that's what I love about going there is I was there for obviously a few hours because it took a couple times, a couple rounds of bleach to get my hair as bright as I wanted it to be.
White.
And,
you wanted it white.
Yeah, white. And
it looks good.
I got fucked up at your barbershop when I was waiting. I mean, I just got drunk.
How many beers did you have?
I'm just saying, like, I don't know if I should be putting that out there, but this is before COVID, so I think it was, you had that little fridge and you had
whenever we go back to normality, yes, at Izzys Barbershop, we always have well drinks, beer, sparkling water.
You didn't say all that
coffee,
beforehand.
tea, whatever you want to drink.
Do you need like any type of license or anything for that?
No, because I don't sell it.
Okay.
It's just for you guys.
It's
from my heart to you.
Oh, okay. I know, right when I said that, I'm like, I don't know if I'm allowed to say that I got drunk at Izzy's Barbershop.
No, I mean,
I didn't.
Because it's
didn't
complimentary.
plan on it.
It's complimentary.
There you go.
I mean, I only can give you 3.
Do you ever have a DJ in there?
I thought about it once. Like I wanted to do it on the weekends, like Friday and Saturday.
Oh, you know what? I'll do it.
Like
I'll come and bring my phone.
I think we should do that. We should definitely do that.
That's how you
like
do it.
Friday
Little
evening,
DJ.
like after 4 p.m.
That's exactly
We usually
it.
close at 8 p.m. Fridays and Saturdays, and so we can start the party like around 4.
Right. We should
Or
do
like
that.
even 2 p.m. We
Yeah.
can have like brunch on Saturday. We can have
I'm telling
brunch
you.
DJing
Have
It
a
would be
little
so
DJ.
fun.
and a few mimosas.
Yeah.
Have a
Mimosas.
DJ.
Maybe a little haircut.
Little haircut, yeah.
No, that would
But
be
you get your
cute.
haircut first
Right.
before you start.
Yeah.
cutting.
Like,
Before
don't
you
just
get
come
to
in
it.
here to dance.
Yeah.
You don't get a drink until you do my hair.
Exactly.
No, that would be cute though. Have a little DJ.
I would love that. That's a
and stuff like
great
that.
idea. Let's try it.
I'm here for ideas.
I love that. I love that.
I love that. So let me back up really quick. What made you decide to go into business on your own? Like, what was it, that you were like, I'm going to do this?
In hair specifically too.
Yeah.
When I decided to open my barbershop, I had already been working in Beverly Hills for 7 years, and you make a lot of money in Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get 50% of what you make, or 40% of what you make. So I used to make a lot of money. And then at the same time, I would do the math, and I'm like, so I'm making all this money, and I'm giving away all this money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So at some point, I said, you know what? I'm going to start saving my money, and I want all my money.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever I make, I want to keep it.
Yeah, you don't want someone taking anything off the top.
And so my personality is like that. Like I feel like I'm more of a leader, and I like to do my own thing. Mm-hmm. And so that plus the money aspect of it, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to save my money, and I'm going to venture out and do my own business. And so I opened my first salon.
Oh, that's
how it
awesome.
happened.
And that's
it
awesome.
It really took like 6 months for me to decide and to actually put it in motion. And I did.
Wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Especially out here. It's like pretty,
It's kind of scary, you know, because you don't know if all your clientele is going to follow you or not. But I was very blessed and lucky that and I also did good hair. So my clients,
that's the key.
my clients came because they liked the way I did their hair, and I'm loyal to them, and they were loyal to me. So I was very blessed that when I first started, everybody came, like at least 80% of my clientele.
That's awesome.
You know, you always lose people when you move from one place to another,
But if you
for
do
the
good
most part,
hair
yeah.
and you have a good personality, because I used to watch that Tabitha Salon on Bravo.
Yes, of course.
I used to watch Tabitha. She was real good. I saw her at the Abbey
She
one
was.
time.
She was a bitch, though.
She was a bitch. But you
Sorry,
can be a
Tabitha.
bitch if you're real good at your shit.
Right.
Yeah,
And
that's
when
all
you're
I'm saying.
good, you're good.
Right.
Period.
And she was real good. But she was nice in person when I met her at the Abbey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she
I never
really
had the
is.
pleasure to
Yeah,
meet her.
she was really
but,
cool.
She had a really good work ethics, and that's something that I really learned from her, actually. Because when she went and put people in places for, like, what is this? What kind of bullshit is this that you're doing? Like,
She was
it really kind of
calling her
like wakes you up, and you're like, fuck, I'm probably doing the same kind of thing. So it actually helped me to like be a better stylist and better owner.
Yeah. No, that's good because, like you said, she was a bitch, but she was a bitch in the right way.
Correct.
You know what I
she
mean?
wasn't just a bitch because she
exactly.
knew
Yeah.
why.
But everybody, like those shows, you didn't watch the show, it was on Bravo. It was like this woman, Tabitha, would come in and
I'm
she
like,
was.
how do you know?
Because
You were just making an assumption right now, but I did not watch.
I know exactly because I'm like, because I know you didn't watch
That's
it.
a good assumption.
I was like, because I know you didn't watch
Steve,
it.
you did it again. You assume right.
It was a good show, but she would come and fix like these like fledgling hair salons because they just were bad.
Yeah.
And
They had all the potential to be good salons, but they were dirty.
Yeah.
Management was bad.
Yep.
Stylists were late.
Yeah.
Messy.
morale was low. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Shit like
they
that.
were taking
And-
advantage of the owners at time. Our owners were horrible.
And sometimes that's one of the things that in this business, you have to be, personally, I like to be present in my business because I saw a couple of episodes when the owners never were there. They were
Yeah.
never there. And so they didn't know what was happening in their salon.
Yeah.
And they were losing thousands of dollars because they were never present. You know, I feel like when you want to have your business, you should always be at your business and make
And
it.
it sets a standard.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
It does.
Otherwise,
you know?
don't. Why are you having this business for?
Because if you're
Just invest money.
Yeah.
And be the investor instead of saying.
yeah, because if your employees see you working hard, they're going to work hard too.
Absolutely, and
You know.
it speaks for you.
Yeah.
You know?
There's a level of respect there.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd love that your salon is there, and like when I talk to people a lot of times, and they tell me they're gonna get their hair cut, a lot of times they always say your salon because what I will say is gay boys will spend money to get their hair
Oh
cut
yes.
on a regular
And when it's not
basis.
cute, they will tell you it's not cute, and they will spread the word too.
'Cause gay,
Yeah.
right.
Your reputation.
Your
Your
reputation goes down the drain right away. So,
I will say this: when it comes to hair, gay boys are like black women.
oh, for sure.
Because black women don't play with their hair, and it's on a regular basis, and they pay
Every
a lot
weekend.
of money for it.
Every weekend, we have so many clients that come every 2 weeks.
That's
or
me.
some of them I have personally, like a few clients that come every week for their touch up. Every week.
Really?
That's, yeah. I usually do.
You
two
do
or
every 2
three.
weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
3, but at 3 weeks, I'm like, girl, you got to do something with this. I don't know what's happening up here.
On the third week, everybody's like freaking out. You got to do something about it. What is this? And I'm like, it's only 3 weeks.
You're right. You're like, okay, girl,
Okay.
you don't have an afro yet. You're all right. I'm saying that because you was talking about the afro and drag race, which we
Right.
were going to talk about that one day. We never talk about
I
drag
know we
race.
never really. It's
I don't
kinda
know
weird
why.
that we don't.
We should.
Well, let's
'Cause
just really quick. What are your thoughts on Drag Race?
love
I'm a
Simone.
very bad gay. I don't watch it.
Oh,
very
you don't
often.
watch it? You know what? It's fun.
I watched a few episodes and a few seasons, but it's not like I don't take the time to like. Oh, it's Friday. Let's watch RuPaul. No,
you know
my
what?
friends do, but I really don't.
It's campy and fun. It really is. It's just campy.
I appreciate it though. I love the talent that I see, and I love
It's such a great
the
platform.
stories,
Yeah.
the stories of
And what RuPaul's done. I mean, you got to give RuPaul props. for that.
absolutely. Yeah, I mean she's an incredible entrepreneur, and I give her all the
Totally.
hail to the queen.
Yeah.
Hail to the queen.
Well, we'll talk about that one day. We'll talk about that one day. But what were we saying about, people are regular and getting their haircuts like
Yeah.
on the regular?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's him. And so, I've been in West Hollywood for 20 years. I lived right across the street from 24 Hours. And so a lot of people know me because I live in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
I work in the neighborhood, and I like to go out in the neighborhood.
You're
So-
part of the neighborhood and you give back to the neighborhood, and that's important.
Yes, and
That
I'm
really is
I'm always there. I'm very loyal to my clients. When my clients have like an emergency, as they call it,
Right.
I need my hair because I'm going on a trip. Can you see me at 7 a.m.? I'll be
Yeah.
like, I'll be right there. Or I'm leaving at 9 p.m. Can you see me at 8 p.m.? I'm like, yes, I'll see you at 8 p.m. So
Well, like, not only are you like
I'd be like, girl,
hairstylist,
that's good. I'd be like, girl, you need to plan better.
because I'm in bed.
I'm sleeping.
yeah, but
I'm
you
just
see,
kidding,
that's
kidding.
that's what sometimes separates me from the rest
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
the barbershops
No, I get
because
it.
I'm there, I'm present,
there.
and I like to be there for my clients.
And
My
you know
clients are who have made me who I am, my business. you know?
Well, and also it takes on there's more of a role to just being a stylist. You're like people's therapist. You listen to
a
people.
lot of times, yes.
You know what I mean?
Exactly like I told Adam. Are you going
She
through
was in her
something?
midlife crisis.
Are you going through something, girl? Because when people come with many problems and, depression, anxiety, whatever. And when you have them in front of you for 30 minutes, you can feel and sense what they're going through. And sometimes they open up and you can chit chat about it. And when they leave, I feel like we do something as stylists and barbers, we do something for them because the fact that they can relax and open up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you look yourself in the mirror and you look happy or better. It makes you feel better.
Yeah.
And
Oh
I
my
feel
God.
like
I
they
love
live
going
in
to
a
get
better mood.
A
you know?
good,
love
a
going
good
to get my
cut
haircut.
makes people feel better.
Absolutely. And it's one of the things that I really love about my job or my talent, my artistry, is that I do make people happy.
Yeah.
And it makes me very happy to do that.
That's good
You know?
because sometimes you realize
And you
that
see
it's,
that.
it's more than just you. It's really about the person because sometimes people just need you to listen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Like that's why I always get my haircut on Fridays after work. It's
you can
always like
bitch.
no, so I can
It's like he's leaving work stressed.
No, like I usually it's like a way for me to like decompress after
Yeah.
the week because I feel better after I get a haircut, and so
Right.
like makes me. And then sometimes I do like probably say some shit to Amy that she's probably like, man, he's stressed out or whatever. But like for the most part, we're laughing and joking, you know, and like it kind of just unwinding. You know,
Adam
after the
looks
week.
forward
That's
to those
exactly
appointments.
part of what you're saying is the unwinding
Yeah.
part of it.
Yeah.
You know, the best part of it.
He looks
the
forward to
haircut.
those appointments. He does
Oh,
not
I'm
miss
sure.
those.
I don't.
He
I'm
does
like
not
I
miss
really.
those.
I mean, unless something comes up
Yeah.
that I just don't have the time, but I, for the most part, I'm like a bi-weekly
I have a question
client.
for you. What is tipping like at hair salons nowadays? Tipping throws me these days because like a hair salon is a place that you go to and you get a service done. So yes, you should give a tip. I don't know what the percentage is or whatever, but I feel like these days everything we do requires a tip. And sometimes I don't know if I should or if I shouldn't or what's the percentage. So just as a general rule, when people get their hair cut, what do you guys think? Like, I know you tip.
Yeah, I feel like I'd probably tip a little higher just because I like feel like Rami is like a good friend
Yeah.
to me. So, and then obviously like when it's like around the holidays or something, I'll give her like more, you know, probably like double what I would.
Okay, so
normally.
that's good.
So, but I mean, I don't know.
Like 20% maybe of your haircut? I don't know.
Well, you know, it varies.
Yeah.
And I usually feel like a tip is something that has to come naturally. You know, it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be said 10, 20, 30. I can give you $100 tip because that's how I feel at the moment.
I gotcha. Okay.
Sometimes I could be not as...
You're like, bitch, you're not getting nothing today.
Because I'm not feeling it today, bitch.
feeling it today, girl. But here's your 20%, bitch.
You're not getting nothing today, girl. Sorry. Just wasn't feeling it.
Right. But it's true though. Like, let's say when someone comes to get a haircut and they just had the most amazing weekend or amazing day and they got paid and everything is going so well in their lives, I feel like people feel more generous.
Yeah,
And they're
that's
like,
true.
here's another 20, just because. You know, but the actual rule of tipping, I really don't know what that is.
Gotcha.
You know?
Okay.
But that's the way I tip, perhaps.
That
What-
makes more sense. Like
you know,
if you
and if you're happy with your service more than anything.
yeah, no,
you
that
know?
that makes sense. I was just wondering. 'cause
Like I tip a little over 20%. It's just standard. Like
That's good.
Every time I get my.
I mean,
we
I don't
appreciate
know
that
this
very much.
because I have-
we appreciate you very much for that.
it's like I never know because I just buzz my hair off at
Yeah.
home, so it's like I never have to deal with that. But.
And
Yeah,
also,
but
I feel like if you work in any
Service industry.
yeah, I mean, I used to be a server for like 5 years, so like it.
You know.
I know, like, if there's someone giving you a good service, like it's worth tipping more.
Yeah,
because-
but these days it's kind of like if I order food and go walk and go pick it up and pay for it,
Yeah.
like there's still options to tip, and I'm like, what?
I can be very honest with you, and when I see that and they flip the machine on me to tip, I
Yeah.
said sometimes no.
Well, because sometimes you're like, I did all the work except
Yeah,
for the chefs in the back, but
exactly.
my tip is not going to the chefs.
Exactly.
So I
Perhaps.
actually used to work to go at Olive Garden, carry out.
Oh,
and,
those
yeah,
breadsticks.
I used to make those breadsticks, girl. Really? Yeah, it was part of my job as a to-go
those
person. I if it was not too busy, then they would throw a cook doing the breadsticks, but I would be making the breadsticks. I'd be cashing out service at the end of the night. I'd be bringing in employee meals. I'd be like
Oh my
putting
God.
together all the orders. And to go,
were
Olive
doing all
Garden was
the
busy.
work.
Like it was really busy.
Okay.
And so like for me, I always felt so appreciative of people who did still tip. I get why people don't. Like I've never like held it against like, oh, they didn't tip me, but like it's most people when they're getting carry out, they don't think to tip because they're picking it up.
Yeah,
But
that's
there
what I
is
was
a
wondering.
process to like put the food together in the back and make sure you're getting the right things. But that's also why we're getting paid hourly. So it's like
Right, that's what I'm saying.
it
Like
just-
you
what I
kind of
was
get
thinking.
stuck. Like you're like, well, y'all are getting paid
Yeah.
to do what you got hired to do.
'Cause
You're
then-
not waiting my table.
Right. I've been
But sometimes
feeling
sometimes I wanted to be like, I made your breadsticks just so you know.
Yeah, but nobody would ever know because typically that probably shouldn't have been your job,
No.
right?
Yeah, I mean,
So-
it was just they didn't want to put a cook on it because they wanted to keep all their cooks and doing
Yeah.
like the hard shit in the kitchen. It's like breadsticks are pretty easy to make.
I
so.
don't know. It's just like I feel like everywhere you go nowadays, you're like, and then you feel bad. You know, it's so funny because somebody had posted this video. Somebody sent me this video on Instagram the other day about, and I know we're getting like way off subject here, but somebody posted me this video. This girl was at like a grocery store. You know, it was like a TikTok thing, and she was checking out, and they asked her if she wanted to donate to like the blind children or whatever, and she was like, no. And they were like, would you like a bag for 10 cents? She was like, yes. So she paid for the bag, and she had like one item. She put it in the bag.
It's so
did
bad.
And I was like, this
She
is
did
so
not.
wrong but accurate. How most people are. They won't donate, but they'll pay for that bag. It was
Oh
really
my God,
fun.
that
It
is
was
so
a
funny.
TikTok thing. It was really
That
funny. It
is
was
so
like,
hilarious.
yeah. I was like,
Gosh.
okay, but back on hair because I just made us like straight to like, I don't know. Welcome to our show.
Yeah.
This happens sometimes. We stray.
So that's how I feel about tipping.
So
Yeah.
not to divert or change the
No,
subject.
we
I
needed
guess.
to.
But I'm trying to cut you bitches
Right.
off. Let's move on.
We
No, I'm
needed
kidding. What's your plan? Like, what's for your future? Like, where do you see yourself?
Izzys Barbershop or whatever.
Or Izzys Barbershop.
Or whatever, or beyond.
whatever.
I feel like I'm like interviewing you right now.
Yes. Well, like I've been thinking about branching out, and I want to open a bar now. That's my next
here for it.
I want to be a part of that.
venture, and you will if you want to. And so yeah, that's what I've been thinking. I feel like now with this whole COVID thing, shutting so many places down, bars and restaurants, I feel like at some point we're gonna get back to normal, and there's gotta be places for the community.
Oh, it's going to be popping when we get back to
I
normal.
understand that, and that's what I'm thinking.
And so much
on
opportunity.
doing it right now
Yeah.
because I feel like it would take probably 6 months to 8 months to get it all together and up and
Yeah.
running. And so I guess by that time everybody's vaccinated and we will be back to normal somehow.
If you open a bar, it will be popping because people are going to be acting up. It's going to be mayhem. I'm going to be part of it.
You will be there. I will be calling you, expecting you to
They'll
be
be
there.
supporting you. Trust me.
I'll be one of the people acting up. So
Right. And I would love to have you guys there every night.
we're going
for
to be
sure.
acting up together. How about that?
That's better, actually.
Right, we'll
That's
be
so much
acting up
better.
together.
Stephen Henry's here. He is Izzy's biggest supporter
Right.
in his bar right now.
Right.
But
He's
it-
here every night.
right? But really, on the for real tip, it would be great because it would be important to give back to the community because we're going to need a lot of help, especially around here because a lot of
Yes.
things are folding and a lot of them are not coming back.
Exactly. And you see, I feel like everybody's been locked down for so many months and almost a
been so
year.
long.
God,
Can you
believe-
imagine-
It's been a
Not-
year exactly.
Not everybody.
What's today's date?
This week, it
This
would be a
would
year
be-
that I've been working from home.
Yes.
This week. On
And
the
so I
13th.
feel like we're gonna need places to go because we've been locked down.
Yeah,
So we need places to
Adam
go.
had drinks in the alleyway at the Abbey.
I know. See,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
Last
That's
That's what we can do.
That's what
right
we can
now.
do
We can
right
go
now.
sit at a table in an alley with some lights and painting and
And
make
some
ourselves
trees.
feel.
They try to make it be
some weird
cute.
trees. I mean, you know what? Hey, though, I can't knock it because they're doing what they need
No,
to
they
do to
can't.
try
They're
to
doing what they can.
remain in business. And
Absolutely.
I'm here for
And
that
actually
completely.
going out
I
is
respect
helping
that.
put back into the
Absolutely.
and I
business as
understand that side of it. You know, as
Yeah.
a business owner, I understand that
Yeah.
you got to do what you got to do in order to stay afloat
Yeah,
and
you do.
survive. Because once you lose your space, it's so hard to get it back. You know, and so you have to do whatever you have to do to
No,
make it.
you really truly do.
You know, and so so that's what I'm thinking on doing.
Do you want to open up here in West Hollywood or like where are you looking?
Well, I'm looking at places. As a matter of fact, later after this podcast, I'm gonna go and look at a place in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
And so
I'll
looking
go out
for,
to Santa Monica too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They don't
so
have much
I will
We don't
tell
have
you.
much gay.
Exactly.
It would be a gay bar. I would
Absolutely,
assume.
yes.
Yeah. Thank you very
Absolutely.
much.
It would
for
have
that.
to be gay. Girl, it has to be gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was thinking Santa Monica would be good because there's no gay bars over there.
They're
So
not.
and there's gays everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
There's a
you
lot
just,
of gays out
you
there.
just
for
got to
sure.
come up with the goods and something to entice people to go.
Absolutely.
Which
And
you could
so-
totally do. We've been around long enough. We can come up with some things.
Absolutely. We can come up with some ideas. So that would be ideally Santa Monica or West Hollywood, of course.
Yeah.
You know,
Of course.
Because I know so many people here that I hope that if I'm going to make it happen, for sure, it's going to happen. I'm
And
saying that to the universe, it's going to happen.
you put out
I'm
there
open
what
a
you
bar,
want, yeah.
and so I want everybody who knows me to come and,
Of course.
and celebrate life with us.
Well, you
Because
know,
life would be back on-
we will support for sure.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
And actually, we have some things coming up with us that we can do with you too.
Oh, we can talk about it. Absolutely.
We will.
I'm more than open to new ideas and
You know
like
what? It's all about-
partnerships and stuff like that because we can help each other. It's not
Well,
just
that's
about,
what it's about.
It's not just about one
Absolutely.
person. It's about helping one another and the community.
Why, and
everybody.
just to support good people being
know what?
successful, you know, and like doing what they want to do and like
And doing
being
what you
themselves.
love to
yeah,
do,
Yeah,
you know?
That's amen. Because I always tell people like your success does not diminish my light.
Absolutely.
You know
not.
what I mean? I'm still gonna shine. we can, seriously,
Yeah.
we can shine together.
Yeah.
You know, because some people are like that. It's like some people, especially in this city, they will not help you. They're like, "Well, I'm trying to get my stuff that like
Before
they don't wanna
yours.
see you succeed before them,
Yeah.
right?" And I'm like, "Listen, if
doesn't
I can
have
help
to be
you
like
and you can
that.
help me, like I'm cool. Like I just don't get that, but that it's a real thing here.
Yeah.
You know, like I run into that with people
Unfortunately.
like, "Can you help me?" I'm like, "But you didn't even want to." Like, oh, okay, ma'am, I see you. I mean, you know?
Well, but with me, it's not.
But
that
you're
kind of-
not like that.
I'm
But,
not
you
like
know,
that.
I've
So
known
that's
you
what
for a
I'm
long time.
openly tell you
Yeah.
that if we come across and create something, I would love to be with you, Adam and Steve, and
of
we can
course.
always create and help each other and the community. You know,
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm down for that.
I'm here for
anytime.
it.
That's why we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
From the 24-hour fitness days.
that's right.
That's
It's been
when we met.
20 years
Yeah.
since then. Remember, I used to take your class.
I know. He's come and dance. And
Yeah.
God, the
Good
24-hour
times.
fitness days. I don't know if she's coming back, but
I don't
we'll
think
see.
so. I don't
Yeah.
know. Are they remodeling right now? Do you know anything?
I have not heard that. I just hear that.
Remember my ex, Michael,
Yeah.
used to work there. So I texted him and he said that he doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm
So
hearing.
it's kind of
not-
sad at the
yeah.
same time because that's a landmark in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I feel like if that shuts down, hopefully we'll get another gym because it's a great location.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another company I hope takes over.
Yeah.
You know, like LA Fitness or whatever.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
All right. Well, I think that kind of wraps up the episode, and I think, well, at least the topic, and we can go into our final segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ma'am, what do you think? All right, Adam's got the card on this one.
Oh, what is this? What is this about? I'm kind of
Pick
scared.
a card, any random card.
Okay, so I just really feel the need to call all of us out here, and that's why I'm this card.
Like,
Oh, here we go.
Ma'am, okay, so just so I'm going to ask you, you can answer first.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
Izzy.
you. Thank you.
Ma'am, what do you think about having sex with someone whose name you couldn't remember?
Ooh.
Well, Izzy, since you're our guest.
Well, thank you for putting me in the spot. But how do I feel? Well, that has happened so many times that I don't even think I have a feeling for that anymore. I've been quite honest. I'm like, well, what's his
I
name?
was just like, I want to make everybody as
Well, what's his name
uncomfortable
again?
as uncomfortable as possible.
And then when they text you back, hey, thank you, and I'm like, who is this?
You're like, yeah. Well,
I lost touch. I'm sorry.
yeah. Well,
I love when I get Steven speechless.
no, because it's more like what I try to do is like if it's a grinder like hookup. Nowadays, I try to say, "Hey, I'm Steven," or "What was your name again?" Because like I feel like. Yeah, you just don't know. Yeah, we just sound real bad.
Okay, so like
I was being honest.
I was like, we just sound real bad.
Sorry.
the best part to me is like afterwards is like you like hook up and you're laying there like so what was your name again? What
Sometimes, to be quite honest, I don't even ask that question
I
anymore.
know, that's
I
what
just
I'm
let him
saying.
goodbye, see you later.
Yeah, bye.
I see you around. Ciao.
you've served your purpose. like-
You serve your- I would say bye, Felicia. Now she got
That's
a
her
name.
name.
That's her name.
We need to do better, people. Where you know better,
We
you do
do.
better.
Yeah.
We
I
definitely
mean,
do.
it happens.
It
It's
does
happened to me.
happen.
When it happens many times.
Actually, I would take not remembering their name over not remembering them in general, because that has happened
That's
to me
happened to me
before
too.
as well. And I've ran into them in.
And they're looking at you like, hi.
And
you're like,
I'm like,
who are you?
I'm like, whoops.
What are you looking at?
Like, you must have caught me on a bad night. I don't know.
You're like, I know him, but how? How? You know, it's really sad when one of the answers is, did I sleep with him? But I'm not sure.
It must have been in one of those blackout nights.
Right, but I'm not sure.
I'm like, it must have been like that.
You're like, I think I know you, but I'm not sure how.
Right. Well, now we all know how much of sluts we are. So, in case anybody wants to,
Well, now they all know. They all know.
now
For
it's
real.
out there for the world.
For the world.
There you have it. That's what we think about that.
Yeah, well, that wraps up that segment. But yeah, it's just I'm really like happy that we got to have you on,
thank
Izzy.
you.
Like this,
Guys,
is
I
like,
really thank you so much for having me. I think that this was a great idea, Steve, first of all.
You're welcome.
The whole podcast thing, I think it's a great idea.
Thanks.
And I appreciate you very much for having
We
me
appreciate
here. We
you.
had a great time. And anybody who wants to come to Izzys Barbershop, please come to Santa Monica and Fairfax. We're open every day, 7 days a week.
And don't forget, you get alcohol.
Yes, you get your beer, you get your wine. So just come over and or follow us on Instagram, Izzys Barbershop WeHo. And yeah, thank you so much
And
for
do you want
having
to
me.
give you a personal one or no?
No, there's the barbershop. It's
Okay,
all about
cool,
it's
cool.
all about the barbershop.
it's all about. She said,
It's all
She's like,
about
you
the
don't need to know what
barbershop.
I'm doing.
It's all about the barbershop.
respect that.
I will see you there. You will
that's
see me at the barbershop.
That's
Okay.
great.
Thank
You
you
might
so much,
see us
you
in
guys.
there too.
Of
Yes.
course, we will see each other very soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
absolutely. All right, and yeah, you can follow me at Adman2005. Obviously, follow our podcast first, though, Adam and Steve podcast.
Yes,
and then
please.
Steven, you can also follow at.
Yeah, at Green Eye Steve.
Yes, and thank you all for listening. As always, hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, remember that God made Adam and Eve, but He also made
Adam and Steve.
any problems.
Pray about it.